everyone, and welcome to episode 70 of This Week at Shrouded. Thanks so much for being here. I'm the host, AGreener. We got our guest here, or co-host, rather, Mister Wrecked TheAllGamer. Thanks for being here.
Woo! Happy to be here.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being the first time on the show. Awesome. You feel special and amazing, and or do you feel like we've roped you into this?
I kind of thought I was going to jump on a couple weeks ago, but then got busy, and when I saw that you were going to get stuck in here with Wrecked again, I was like, I'll hop in.
He saved me. I see how it is. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
You know, to be fair, Rex saves this podcast. I'm not even lying. Like, the knowledge this man has about Destiny 2, like, really pulls me out of like so many fucking holes. Like, I don't know what to talk about on this specific week. I'm just gonna ask Rex about new weapons, and then he can go on for like 30 fucking minutes. It's awesome. I love it. I hope you take that as a compliment and not an insult that you're wasting your life on Destiny.
I mean, a little from column A, a little from column B, you know.
All right. I like it. All right. Anyway, we're going to continue on. We got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about the Act 2 developer live stream, some of the new stuff coming to Destiny next week. Yeah, next week. Damn. We're going to talk a little bit about the Bungie Day fundraiser and some of the stuff you can earn from donating to that. As well as we're going to talk about the fact that everybody playing Destiny right now is not actually playing Destiny right now. It's really cool. If you don't know what I mean, then we'll get into it later. But first, we are going to discuss Bungie Day and everything associated with it. Right? So currently, right now, the Bungie Foundation is doing a Bungie Day fundraiser. It's for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's still the 28th or 29th, something like that. That's 3 weeks. Yeah. Brain activate. Okay. We are doing a fundraiser for that. And by we, I mean, you know, we've just signed up for the Tiltify thing. And we're facilitating the donations to the Bungie Foundation, and you get cool rewards. So they brought back some of the old emblems that they'd done in the past, similar to what they did for Game to Give. I'm gonna pop them up on the screen. I think it makes sense to show people that are actually watching. If I have the right button here, let's make sure I do. Okay, cool. All right. So these are pretty small, but you get the general concept of them. So we got the Blue Blood Cells, the 7 of 7, the Heritage Eternal, the Bungie Day 2021, Centenary Encryption, Sign of Celebration, and Day of 7. That's these 7 emblems, all for $7. We've got the community design from Bungie Day last year, which is the graphite one, which is pretty neat. You can check. You can grab yourself one of those for $21, and then they have this Librarian Ghost. Disciple Shell with the Librarian shader for $28. Now the SGC is doing some specific stuff for our fundraiser that you may be interested in. We got I can't even think of the name of it right now, but it's the Nerf Galahorn emblem that you get for buying a Nerf Galahorn. It's a milestone giveaway. If we reach a certain amount, we'll be giving this away. Then there's this emblem. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. What did I call it? The bestowed about emblem giveaway. Bestowed, and bowed. I don't fucking know. All right, you guys get it? All right, cool. We're doing that as a milestone giveaway. We're bringing back some of the Game to Give stuff because we still got some of those left. It's pretty limited, though, 17 or 18 of each. And that's the Universal Constant Emblem and the Cosmic Tune ship. They're available for purchase, $35 and $30 respectively. And then at $5,500 raised, we have a milestone giveaway, which is the Cade 6 bust. Basically, anybody who donates $7 or more gets one ticket per $7. So that's how it works. And we're going to give that away once we hit $5,500 raised. If we get there, we're at 26 right now. So totally possible. It's been 3 days. We got 3 weeks. Seems like a pretty reasonable assumption that we would probably at least make it that far. So a really good chance to win yourself a really cool K6 bust, I think. They look pretty
2,600 in 3 days.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, we're at 2,600 right now. I think here. Oh, yeah, 2,619. Unless we get another donation. Nope, 2,619. So we're doing great. Whoops. I lost my cameras.
Ruh-roh.
There they are. Okay, cool. Love me some Busty Cade. I hope so too. I hope we get to it. I hope we give it away. So it'll be awesome. All right, back to our ugly faces. That's my Bungie Day pitch. Go and donate. You're going to find the link below. The link's in Discord. The link's everywhere. If you want to contribute to our milestone giveaways, you have to donate to ours. And the Cosmic Tune and the Universal Constant Emblem may be available somewhere else, but I don't know the answer to that question. They're definitely available on our fundraiser, so you can go and grab them there. Boom. Next, we do have silver giveaways. We're going to be doing 2,300 silver giveaways. Right now, we've already drawn the names in the pre-show. If you're wondering what I mean by pre-show, we do a pre and a post-show that you can find either live on Twitch when we're recording this, which happens on Friday at 7 o'clock Eastern, or you can find it on our Patreon, patreon.com/Shrouded Gaming. The VOD will be there. You can watch it whenever you want. All right, back to the silver. 2,300 silver giveaways this week, and the winners are Devilito 666 and Panda Bing Chilling. Congratulations. You're the two winners this week, and your names will be in the description below, as well as you'll have to reach out to me in our Discord. I'm AGreener. Our Discord is at shroudedgaming.com/Discord. So if you ever want a chance to win, you have to join in those and figure out how to buy the tickets for it. These other two people should already know since they bought tickets for it. So you have to reach out to me, and I will send you a form to fill out to claim your prize. All right, here we go. We are now officially going to start talking about Destiny and how amazing it is. Why don't we start off with what you drew the thumbnail about, or did the thumbnail about this week?
Okay.
So, Macro City, go ahead.
So this week, a number of notable Destiny 2 content creators just came out and said, farming chests for exotic class items sucks. Bungie removing the glitch from Dual Destiny sucks because it's a less efficient farm than just farming the chest. So why don't we just figure out a way to AFK farm the chests? And magically, multiple options appeared and became available for people to do just that. And not only just like run an AFK macro like you would do in like a Golgoroth maze for AFK XP farming, but people came up with tabbed out macros. So you can run the game in windowed mode, windowed full screen, using a virtual controller and still be playing some other game on your other screen using your mouse. It's actually like the ultimate in farming bots as far as Destiny 2 goes, right? And there's been, the typical kind of discussions that you would expect from something like this. Basically two sides. One side saying, why aren't people getting banned for this? But we all know that Bungie doesn't really, unless you're doing this kind of thing during activities where you're matchmade with other people, Bungie doesn't really do anything. It's almost like you have to get reported for them to take any action, or that they just don't care. Or more typically, when Bungie takes notice, they push a patch that breaks whatever the farm is. Like they could totally break the AFK chest farm by just making the chest actually random at that point, and not being able to force a particular chest to spawn. Then people would have to go back to doing it the old-fashioned way. But people are asking for folks to be banned because they're getting some kind of advantage. I tend to think it's mostly console players bitching about not being able to do it themselves. But my point is that the more people that do this will send a message. If we can get enough people to do it, it'll send a message to Bungie saying, listen, your farming methods for exotic class items suck, given the 1 in 64 chance you have of even getting the thing that you want once you get it to drop. Y'all need to make some changes to the exotic class item, whether it's more deterministic way to farm them, or having the perks be on a punch out system, or having more ways to obtain them, like have them drop from all activities that involve the Pale Heart, for instance. You know, so hopefully some of that stuff will happen. Because I will tell you what, I would much rather be playing Dual Destiny than using any other method to get these things. But it's not worth my time to run a Dual Destiny every time I want one of these things when I can get a whole bunch of other stuff like Glimmer, which, you know, anybody who wasn't able to stock up on things like Phantasmal Fragments, Glimmer is a problem for people right now, a serious problem, because the removing legendary shards and removing people's access to easy Glimmer means all those Glimmer costs that they instituted before this season, you know, all that is now starting to hit people. I know a number of people that are longtime Destiny players that are having Glimmer problems because they're trying to focus things for Iron Banner, and that's 20,000 Glimmer a pop to focus a weapon in Iron Banner right now. So
you were able to transfer all those legendary shards if you just went to the moon, right?
Well,
And,
not
everyone knew about that.
not everybody had that done though, right? And now that's coming home to roost. So,
but I would say that like there's something to be said about having macros that are only affecting PvE, and like this one's actively just having you walk around and do stuff. Like it's not affecting a PvP strategy like any of the other ones previously, like controlling recoil or anything like that. So I don't know, like if it's just a PvE thing where it's not really game breaking, it's just people are getting a better shot at the loot that they were going to farm for anyway, and people just don't have the time for a 1 in 64 chance.
if you're playing PvP and you're getting your
Not even
ass
1 in 64.
polished by a hunter who was running around with an Ophidians and 6 Coyote cloak that they got through AFK farming, I don't know, maybe you change your tune. I don't know.
That's a fair point.
I have one of those.
Yeah, me too.
The cloak or the macro?
The cloak and the macro. I didn't use it yet though. But people know that I am not scared to use a macro to AFK farm, even though I haven't done it for, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 seasons now. It's been a while. But I definitely did. I've done that in the past. Back when you could overlevel for master raids. Back when you could, when they pulled that out, it was basically over for me. There's no reason to overlevel anymore. So I was just like, nah, fuck AFK. I mean, I guess if I wanted to run solo lost sectors for, I don't know, my whole life, it'd be nice to be overleveled. But other than that, there's nothing else you can really overlevel for in the game anymore. So anyway, so my take on it is I don't think it's a really big deal, especially since it's a solo instance. Literally nobody can be, you can't be like, you're not bothering anybody. And
some people have been starting their farm inside a match made overthrow. I don't know why they would do it.
Stupid.
Probably because they're idiots, but you know.
I mean, eventually that person picking up that chest over and over again will get to 1,000, so they're still helping. Anyway, I'm just kidding. No, do that in a single instance, whatever, it's fine. I understand your concept of somebody taking a really nice piece that they get out of doing the AFK farm in a crucible and shitting on somebody because of it. I don't know if that bothers me a lot, because I don't think these things are giving us too much of an advantage, but even a small advantage can be an annoying in crucible. So maybe I can understand that aspect just a little bit. Just a little bit. These alt tab macros, though, I don't think they should be allowed. I think if you're going to use a macro, you could be like lose access to your computer. You got to go fucking outside and do something. I don't really know. But you're alt tabbing and using a virtual controller, and then you're sitting there playing fucking Starfield or the First Descendant. I don't know what you're playing. But while your computer farms that on the back, I don't know why that bothers me more than just like a full screen macro, but it does. The fact that it's an alt tab macro, to me, I'm just like, what the shit?
Like if you're gonna macro, commit to it.
That's getting close to like running scripting, and scripting is that's cheating. Like scripts cheat. The scripts are for cheating. I'm sure that I know it's not the same. It's just a fucking macro, but like it's I don't even know the word I was going to use, but I don't know. Maybe I don't have an explanation for it or what, but to me, like alt tab macroing, there's just something different. There's something different about it. I don't think people should be doing that. Just buy a new computer and do regular macro and then play another game on your other computer. There, easy. Problem solved.
I'd say it's annoying just because like the game itself is a looter shooter. Like the whole reason that we're playing the game back to back to back to back is to try to get the loot. So if you just have something running it for you, like what are you playing for? Like just to be slightly better at PvP? Because the people who are bad are not going to notice. I can speak from experience on that.
That's true.
I mean, why are people doing this? Because these exotic class items open up new build potential. Honestly, that's why it's happening. And people are doing it when they're asleep and at work. So it's not like they would be playing the game anyway. Right?
That's fair.
Oh, no, I agree. You only get like, I don't know, 10 a day.
1 an hour. You get 1 an hour.
Good. I know.
On average.
No, I don't. I'm just kidding. Do you know from experience?
I know from extensive research.
Okay. All right. I was just double checking. Wait, does extensive research just mean you were doing it?
Play testing?
Play testing.
I can neither confirm nor deny, but I've done a lot of reading about it online.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have much of an issue with this, even though I said alt tab, like macroing is weird. Overall, I think it's whatever. And you had mentioned earlier the one at 64. There's 64 different combinations, which means the odds of getting the one that you want is like astronomically higher than one at 64. Just FYI. Just want to point that out.
Oh, sorry. I muted audio and didn't mute the mic.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, why did everything go quiet?
Okay. So you didn't hear that. I was saying earlier you said there's 1 in 64 chance of getting what you want. But there's 64 different combinations, which means the chances of getting what you want is exponentially higher than 1 in 64.
It's true.
Much higher. High. Because if that were the case, I'd have everything I wanted by now. That's not true. I only have like 30 of them, but I'd be closer to what I want.
I do have everything I want on both my hunter and my warlock. I
still want to try an assassin liar, and I can't fucking get it. It refuses to give it to me.
That's actually the very first one I got doing Dual Destiny the first time.
Fuck you. Well, that's fine because I got the very first one. Very first one I got is the PvP role you wanted, but we found out that it ended up sucking. So then, like the 12th one that I got is the actual good PvP role. Anyway, for Hunter, I don't know anything about Warlock. I haven't even done Dual Destiny on my Warlock or my Titan yet, so no idea what's good and what I want, and when I'll even get around to doing it. So,
all right,
there's that. Bungie, macro, Bungie. Let's go, baby. Okay, so I had the twit open somewhere. Let's start talking about it. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna read. Has everybody seen the developer live stream for Act 2?
Yeah, a little interesting tie-in to what we were just talking about. Did you watch the Twitch chat during the live stream.
Yeah, free
Everything was free class
item, free
Yeah.
class item, free class
Mhm.
item. Yeah, the whole
Mhm.
time.
Mm.
Yeah, everybody wants their class items freed. Well, ideally, they just want to be able to farm dual destiny and get 2 drops. Like that's good enough for them.
There's still a lot of people that are putting that in there, not because of the dual drops, but because you have to do
you know, I never even
duo
thought of
activity.
that. You actually have to do a duo activity.
Yeah, Mactix the other day posted a community update saying that he was going to stop doing build videos with the exotic class items because so many people are getting mad about it. They're just flooding his comments with angry messages about him doing stuff with exotic class items because people feel like they're locked out of getting it.
Why would you feel locked out of getting it?
We've had this
Because they
discussion on here.
play
Is
mostly
people
solo.
they play solo. They don't. They either don't want to play with somebody. They have social anxiety. They're disabled. The only one that I'm cool with is the disabled one. Everything else is just like I don't give a shit. To go play the multiplayer game. And I played Dual Destiny. You don't need to be you don't need to be good at the game to
No.
do Dual Destiny. So, well,
You have to read a clock though.
you need to be mediocre. It's not a clock.
You also don't need to be yapping at each other the entire time. Like, there's only certain points in the mission that you have to actually talk to each other.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 points, and it's like you can get through it with a couple words, and you're done. So, like, anyway, it's whatever. If you're one of those people, yeah, some people are weird though. They consider it solo. That's why Esoteric's so famous, because all these solo people that can actually follow his builds and get these items that they want. Anyway, ironically, he did a solo Dual Destiny video, but he was just
he played both characters. Yeah,
he played both characters. So,
oh wow!
And then everybody was like, "That doesn't count." I mean, I think it counts, and
How
I think
does
it's
that
awesome.
not count? That's insane.
I thought it was super cool. Like, props to him.
Listen, solo players, all you got to do is get a second Destiny account and get all your characters through the expansion, right? So you can then unlock Dual Destiny on them, and then you can dual box on your 2 accounts, right? It'll be fine, no problem, easy peasy. Just watch
if you hate talking to people so much, then that's what you have to do. So, either way, we're not going to get into that again. People lost their minds about that conversation. Well, ironically, they lost their minds about the thumbnail and not the actual conversation. They saw the thumbnail in our video and started commenting without actually watching the podcast.
I don't know, man. It's a social game. The whole point of the game is to play with people, right?
Yeah.
It's like
I agree.
There's games that are solo.
I agree, and I'm biased because I run a community, so
sure.
So I can understand that, and our sole focus is to convince people to play the game with one another. So, short of that, yeah, I don't know. I get some of their arguments, but let's yeah, it's cool. All right, to be honest, the free class item thing, I wasn't thinking of the actual people not being able to get the first one. I was just I was just thinking about the Dual Destiny nerf. But free class item makes more sense when you think of it that way. But there wouldn't be that many people talking, right? There isn't that many solo players in the community, is there? Holy shit. That's so many. Like, the chat was filled for the whole hour.
I'm sure not all of them. I'm sure it wasn't necessarily a solo player thing, but
why are you joining a community if you're a solo player? It's like, I don't want to talk to other people, so I'm going to join a community that talks to each other. What?
Maybe.
I don't get it. Like, I came here just to complain.
Sounds right. Some people do it.
Not that anyone ever does that, but
anyway, we're gonna move on from that and talk about the actual live stream itself and not the chat. So they dropped some information. It was pretty cool. Let's start off with talking about the new they're putting in a new battleground as a new activity.
They're putting in 3 of them.
3 new battlegrounds.
That's what I meant to say. 3
Yeah.
new battlegrounds. 3 new battlegrounds, which is cool. New stuff to do. Slightly different. I know it's similar or whatever, but that's what Destiny is. They're dropping all of the story missions immediately. So the 3 weeks of content, or is it 3 or 4?
It's 3 acts.
No.
Yeah.
Like the weeks within the
Oh.
acts. There was either 3 or 4 mission beats in Act 1. I think it's 3. I think the plan was to do 3 in each act, right?
Yeah, I think 3 or 4. I don't remember.
Okay. Either way, 3 or 4 weeks of story content. It drops all at the same time. You play at your own pace. I don't want to hear a damn fucking word from anybody that does this all on day 1 and then says they're bored for the next fucking 6 weeks. This is not my problem. This is what you've been asking for a generation. Okay, now you're gonna get it, and I swear to shit, if you all turn your fucking tune, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna beat the ever living shit out of every one of you.
In game.
No, stop with that shit. I have no problem threatening people IRL.
And in Minecraft.
Oh my god. But for real, like this is what people have been asking. This is what people have been asking for years since the seasonal model started. Okay. Now it's not exactly what they've wanted. We're still going to be time gated via the acts, but each act will not be time gated when it comes to the story content. There is going to be I don't think all the battlegrounds drop at the same time. Maybe they do. I don't fucking know. Maybe we get everything right at the start, but we'll see.
The first 2 battlegrounds, Delve and Conduit, are available on July 16th.
Okay, so they drop in the first.
Yeah, then the third one, Core, will be available the following week, July 23rd.
Okay, that's what I heard, and that's why my brain said that part. So, are the battlegrounds not tied to the story missions?
I'm sure they are.
When I heard that, that's what confused me. Because I'm like, how do you drop all the story missions, but you leave one of the battlegrounds out till the second week?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's tied to story missions, and doing battlegrounds will be the seasonal activity, most likely.
Yeah, but how do you drop all the seasonal stuff on the first week? But if you need to play the battle, yeah, they are.
They're not gonna drop that one battleground, and it's gonna be ancillary story, most likely. Like it'll be related, but not actually part of the main story. That's my guess.
Well, that's what I meant, though. You got the story missions. Typically, it's story mission, do activity, story mission, do activity, story mission, do activity. So I thought it should have been story mission, do battleground 1, story mission, do battleground 2, story mission, do battleground 3. But if they're not dropping the battleground until the second week, those things must be separated.
Well, the play everything doesn't happen until the next that doesn't happen during this Vex episode. It's next. It's Revenant when that's going to start. Not now.
What?
Revenant. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No, this was the week 2 live
story timing. Story timing after Echoes. It's going to be after Echoes. Yes.
When does Echoes end?
Not until after Act 3, and we start Revenant, which is the next episode.
Echoes Act 2.
I don't fucking believe that. Why would they talk and be Revenant?
The remainder of the episode will remain the same, such as the. Oh wait, where is it?
Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah, story time.
Yeah, it's not until next episode. In Revenant, all narrative content for each act will be playable at the launch of the act. In Revenant is the next episode. We're in Echoes.
Oh, that's really disappointing. Why didn't you say something earlier?
I wasn't listening.
Oh my god.
There you go. That's why it's releasing in multiple times. There you go. Now you know. Now you got it.
You can't but that's the whole point of not releasing everything at the same time, because people are just gonna, like you were saying before, just burn through it in 1 week, get bored, and then complain.
Fuck.
He's still reading. He's like, I've been saying all this stuff and looking like an idiot.
Yeah, well, they must have said episode 2, and I heard act 2 in my brain.
Yes, so there was some confusion about this on the forums afterwards that people were getting corrected for, obviously, or all the time.
Episode 4.
Anyway, it doesn't happen until Revenant. That's when you're gonna be able to play the whole thing in the act.
Okay, all right. So scratch everything I just said about everything. Okay, so we're getting 2 battlegrounds. We're getting weekly story missions, and then we're getting the 3rd battleground in the 2nd week. Okay, cool.
I can still see them, even with all the story content being delivered up front, them time gating some stuff for seasonal activity.
Well, they'd have to, right?
I could still see that happening, even if it is story related when Revenant rolls out.
All right, cool. We're just gonna go beyond that because I'm annoyed. Okay, so we're getting some new weapons too, which is cool.
Yep.
This is what I assumed, like how the act structure would be laid out when they announced that there would be 3 acts in each episode. I assumed, obviously, there would be story content for each one, a shortened version of it. I said this on a podcast. You go back and look at it. I said each act would come with a new activity. So we're getting multiple battlegrounds here, which is nice. And then each act would hopefully come with some more new weapons. And then I'm hoping an exotic mission, maybe, but we know one's coming in Act 3. But I was hoping maybe there'd be more than one in a season, because there's only 3 of these episodes instead of the 4 seasons. As of right now, the only bonus we're getting is 2 extra weeks of. We get 2 extra weeks of story missions, but we are going to get more activities. Like, we don't have to play the same activity for 3 months. We do get some. It's only 6 weeks, right? Which is that feels pretty good.
It's better. It's
better
it's
than the
great,
same fucking thing over and over and over
7-month season.
But I kind of want something. I want something else. I don't know. Fuck. What would make me like shit a brick? If they're doing a dungeon next season, right? Maybe. I guess they haven't confirmed that, but we're assuming based on the structure.
There are 2 dungeons in the annual pass. So
wait, so are we just getting a dungeon and they're just not going to reprise another raid? Oh man, I'll punch myself so hard in the wiener.
I wouldn't be shocked if they're going to reprise. If they're going to reprise a raid, it'd probably just be a weapon refresh for either Vault of Glass or Garden of Salvation.
We better get a new raid this year, or I'm gonna snap.
We're not getting another raid.
What else do they have for reprising?
Are you kidding? We're not getting another raid this year. It's not
Why?
happening.
You don't think so?
No, I think we're getting 2 dungeons. I think we're gonna get a dungeon in Revenant, and we're gonna get one more dungeon in the final episode of the year.
And then I think they're gonna surprise us with a surprise raid, a brand new raid layer.
No, nope, I don't think so.
I want something. Really? I'd be pretty upset. Like, I wouldn't be upset if they said back when they released pre-orders for the final shape that we are not doing. Like, they have to be clear on the communication for that. They can't just not say anything.
What do you mean? It says exactly what's there. It says 2 dungeons. It does not say a raid.
Okay, but did the other one say a raid? No, because a raid is free to play. When they do reprise raids, it's always free to play, so it's never included in the pre-order instructions.
They've always been announced ahead of time too, whenever they're going to be doing those raids.
Okay, but when you have a systematic approach to something, and that's what you do every year for the last 3 years, you need to say if you're not doing it on the 4th year.
Like giving you like 2 weeks to actually get ready for a raid? You mean that kind of thing? Yeah.
No, but you need to communicate for it.
Okay.
Okay. So because they
need to communicate not doing something?
Yes.
Why?
Absolutely. Big? Because listen, 3 years ago. Expansion, Fog. Expansion, King's Fall. Last year, expansion, Crota. So people are expecting this. Okay, so if you're not going to do it, you should say, we're not doing a reprise raid this year. Let people know ahead of time. Don't just, because once Act 3 drops and there's no raid, people are going to lose their shit. Even if it makes sense to us. But people will lose their shit. They absolutely will.
People are going to lose their shit anyway. The Destiny community is not happy unless they're losing their shit about something.
That's not right.
But that's how you piss people off even more. Trust me, the outrage would be way smaller if they just came out and said back in June when it launched, there's not going to be a second raid this year. People would be mad. But it was good. If we get to Act 3 and we just find out because they're just like, what do you expect? What are you waiting for? There's no raid. People are going to be like, what the fucking shit?
But like, we had Vault of Glass, we had Crota, we had King's Fall. Like, why would they not include Wrath of the Machine?
Oh, I don't know.
Because we're past the end of Destiny's main life. Why would they continue if they're working on other things? We know they're working on the Frontiers project. How much other resources is going into that? We don't even know what that is.
Go into that. The raids, it's done. Just
converting raids from D1 to D2 is not simply just porting the files over and letting people go. It's not how it works.
I can do it in 20 minutes.
Drag and drop.
That's not how it works.
20 minutes.
Those raids are in a completely different engine, even.
Yes, we know. We know how game development works.
But it's different than game from scratch.
We're game developers.
They would have told us if something was going to be coming. They would have been marketing it already. I think we're not getting anything.
I'd like to see when they announce VoG, King's Fall, and Crota, because I'm pretty sure we didn't. No, there's no way. Well, I guess I was thinking when they announced it was Crota, but what we would need to know is when they announced there would be a reprise raid last year. Somebody go find that information and bring it back to me, because I'll believe you if they announced it before the expansion dropped. Sure. Absolutely. But if they didn't, then whatever they're doing, if they don't do another reprised, then I'm gonna punch someone in Minecraft. All right, let's talk about the new weapons. That new rocket sidearm looks cool.
Oh, I love rocket sidearms.
Well, people have been rocking them ever since Warlords, pretty hard. And then the new one, the wildcard one, was pretty fucking sick. People still using the hell out of that. So now we got a new one, aberrant action, which seems pretty good in the live stream, obviously, but who the fuck knows in reality? It's energy slot, so people will be happy about that. Then we got the pulse rifle, which is just a pulse rifle, but it is what makes it special?
Heavy burst pulse rifle.
It is a heavy burst arc pulse rifle. Okay. So there are not many of those.
It's a heavy burst. Well, there aren't very many heavy burst pulse rifles. Period. There's not one for arc.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah,
heavy burst arc. So we got a heavy burst arc coming out, and then we got a reprisal of Perfect Paradox with new perks and whatnot. So beep boop in the. I don't know what that origin trait is
for Perfect Paradox.
In the picture, it's the bird.
It's Cast No Shadows. It's on the existing weapons that have been reprised from that season. The Saints weapons.
Okay. So it's just a new purple then.
If you do melee damage, it increases handling and loads ammo from reserves.
Okay, but it's just a new purple then, not a new origin trait. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so something cool. We're done with those. Those are cool. The new weapons. Yeah. But something that I wasn't generally anticipating. Maybe it was announced at some point somewhere, but I missed it. When they said the new column for the artifact, did we know that was coming?
No.
Cool. All right. So that was okay. Awesome.
So they can add something without talking about it beforehand, which means
They're not going to do that with a raid that's used as marketing. It's not going to happen.
We got 6 months before fucking Act 3. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
They might still announce it. All right. We're getting a dungeon, an exotic mission, and a raid all in one episode. Shoot high and you'll never be disappointed. All right. Anyway, so Act 2 is once it launches next week, we're getting a brand new column at the bottom of our artifact pool. Something I didn't ask. Do we get extra points? Or we just have to pick these new ones in lieu of other ones we have to get rid of.
It says that it's focusing specifically on both solar and sniper. So, like, if you're going to be using them, you're probably going to have specific builds and be resetting the artifact like you would with other builds, right?
I hate resetting the artifact. I'm lazy like that.
I am pretty sure in the live stream they still only had 12 perks.
Okay. All right. Boo, boo, boo. Okay, but this is focusing. Yeah, like I said, they said in a live stream, they're focusing on sniper and solar, which is going to do. Basically, it's going to bring Whisper into back into rotation in a pretty strong way for boss damage, I think. And then they, if you didn't see, they recently nerfed celestial damage from Still Hunt because they wanted I think they specifically wanted this column to be a whisper column in reality, and Still Hunt was too strong, so they had to nerf that enough that people would choose Whisper over it. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I'm still going to Golden Gun, Still Hunt, Celestial, loadout swap, and start shooting the shit with Whisper. All right, so that's my goal. I'm just kidding. You wouldn't have enough ammo. You'd lose too much ammo on this swap, I think. But I want to do that. I want to do it real bad. Because I love Still Hunt. 25% is a huge... 25% is the difference between 900,000 and 700,000. That's a big drop.
Well, I mean, it needs to be toned down. It's
why? Hunters should be the strongest class.
If anybody did not assume it was going to be nerfed and quickly, they're dumb.
But we lost our Vanguard, okay? We should have something to make up for that.
You have a Vanguard. His name is Crow.
No. This is a democracy. Yeah. We have to elect our new Hunter Vanguard.
Crow. And you are all now required to have at least once a week to go into your room and black out the windows, then turn out the lights and sit in a corner with your knees up to your chest and your arms around them and rock back and forth and cry a little. It's a requirement. It's part of being in the Vanguard now.
Can I listen to death metal while doing it?
You can listen to whatever overly emotional music you want to.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That seems
every time you go to a Vanguard barbecue, you have to stare. You have to have a 1,000-yard stare into the fire 1 second while you think about Amanda Holiday and just have one tear fall down your cheek, and then you can go back on with your business. Go back to your business. All right.
It's not a phase; it's a lifestyle.
You soy emo bitches. Anyway.
Damn, you guys all savages. It's the only reason. I forgot what I was talking about. Emo bitches. All right. Anyway, Sniper's gonna be strong next act. Regardless if you're still using Still Hunt or Whisper, because they're still both going to be strong with these new perks. Regardless, so it'll still be fun. Okay.
You know which raid was really beneficial for damage with Whisper?
Wrath of the Machine.
I'm just saying, it all circles back. You just wait, Wrecked.
Oh wait,
Yeah, I will wait until later this year when you guys are all like, "Where the fuck's the raid?"
you know what they
Rick
should
was
have done?
right. I'm gonna go to the forums and bitch and moan. I'm quitting the game.
Just have to
They
turn
should-
off the lights and go into the corner and sit down for a second.
They should
Mhm.
they should just shadow drop Scourge of the Past with Act 2.
Shadow drop Scourge of the Past.
All right,
Of all the raids they could bring back, they're gonna bring back the strike.
but I mean, wouldn't it be perfect with this perk tree?
I'm sure that's exactly what they think about when they're bringing back raids.
Nobody ever did the Scourge boss without Whisper. So
Mhm.
it
That's
was
not
Whisper.
true.
If you didn't have Whisper, use Darcy. That was literally it.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Okay,
did
if
damage.
Never used
We
Darcy,
did-
you
yeah.
were
we
if
did-
you were good at the game, you used
And had
Whisper
it.
or Darcy.
No. If you were really good at the game, you did damage at its feet.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
but you did it with Whisper and Darcy.
No, you could do a whole bunch of different things.
What did
You could do it.
like,
Yeah, you could do it with all kinds of different shit. Yeah.
Okay, we still did it at this
You
feed.
gonna do a Destiny 1 stream and show us?
Oh, sniper, yeah.
Am I gonna reload that game? No, I'm done with that game.
Scourge isn't in Destiny 1 anyway.
That's true. You know, somebody asked me yesterday if they announced Destiny 3 tomorrow, what would you do? I'd be like, I'd stop playing Destiny 2 immediately. There's no point to me playing the game anymore. Why would I bother collecting any more loot in this game if Destiny 3 is coming?
I've always thought about that. People that reload Destiny 1. I'm like, you guys weird. Same with is it Shadow that plays the Division 1 all the time? I'm like, dog,
Oh,
there's a
great game.
second one.
That was a great game.
And it looks better. It feels better. Maybe the content's not as good. I don't really know. I don't play either one of them. But I can tell you that the gameplay felt better. And the game looked better. And I loved hunting down all those masks. But that's when I stopped playing. So
And it was a fresh idea. It was
it's good. Anyway, the point is I don't really go back to especially like games of service. I can't imagine. It'd be like going back and playing Final Fantasy 11 right now after playing Final Fantasy 14. You ever play those? Either one of those? 11 was like old school. Like it's a pretty shit MMO.
Played 7 and I played 15.
Okay, well, neither one of those are MMOs.
Neither of those are MMOs though.
Yeah, 11 was their first attempt at an MMO, and it's really good, especially for when it was released, like back in 2003. Even though like World of Warcraft was exponentially better in every way, shape, and form, especially for casual gamers, because you could jump right in and get it. Like Final Fantasy 11 was incredibly hard, and traveling, like it wasn't easy. Like it was, I remember it. It was beautiful stuff. It was fun at the time. Anyway, point is, you'd never in a million years want to go back to that shit. Like if you wanted to travel, you literally had to go to a fucking airship somewhere in a city and get in it, and it would fly you to where you needed to go. It would take 10 fucking minutes to get there. Like you're physically flying in the game from one space to another. There was no fast travel. There was none of that shit. The only travel you could do fast travel was fast travel back to your house. And if it was on the other side of the world, you done fucked up, because then you need to travel all the way back to where you needed to go.
That's just terrible game design.
Maybe I didn't play. Well, people loved it though. People loved that. They felt more immersed in that world. And maybe I didn't play it long enough. Maybe fast travel unlocked later. And that's ironic that I mentioned that, because one of the best experiences that I've had in a game in quite a while was when I played Red Dead Redemption 2. And I decided when I played that game that I was going to I wasn't going to use any waypoints or the map, but I was going to follow like the street signs, the road signs, and play the game that way. And that, like, you'd be surprised how incredible that experience is when the game is when a game is done well enough that you could actually do it that way,
Mhm.
it's a completely different experience than the games that we play today, where we just follow the all line to where we need to go.
I mean,
I
Spider
honestly
Spider-Man
recommend
was
it.
like that too, though.
The
The newest Spider-Man, it was just like you could do the fast travel, but it's like you can fly. Like why would you not go through the city?
Yeah, but you're always still going to. I think the trouble is you're always still just going towards that glowing point on the map.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But can't you do
W-
like hardcore modes and then like you don't get those?
Well, you can just shut it off in Red Dead, which is what I did,
Yeah.
and then I learned the map. When somebody told me where I
Wow.
needed to go, I knew the route to get there without just like, please draw me a line. Um,
Hmm.
and I don't know why I decided to do it for Red Dead. Probably just because I believed in Rockstar. Like I knew their game would be amazing regardless.
Mhm.
And oh my god, I don't know. There was something about that experience that was just incredible.
Kind of like,
Greener's
but
like I
also
played.
the time frame of the game is like
I
very
think that
obviously
helps.
old school, right? So it's just like he doesn't have a GPS, so I should just be going by.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, I like it.
yeah,
Greener,
I
Greener's
love it.
like I played Grand Theft Auto 5 without using mission marker ones, and I know fucking Los Santos like the back of my hand. It's actually funny. I watch a lot of GTA 5 RP streams, and I know that fucking city just from watching them drive around. You watch enough cop streamers get in chases, you learn the entire layout of the city. Like when if they call a crossroads and I'm away from my desk, but I can hear it in my headphones, I know exactly where they're at in the city. And I've never even fucking played Grand Theft Auto 5. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but the feeling about like actually knowing the map. Like back in the day, you used to learn the maps of things. You
Mhm.
used to learn the maps and what was where and how to get where and how to do this and how to do
Oh, I did
that
it
and
in
whatever.
Skyrim. Like, if I needed
Oh
to
wow.
go somewhere, I walked my ass there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't take no stupid cart.
Yep.
If
I
I
think I
had
did that with
time,
Vice City. Yeah.
I think I'd do that far more often um, than I do now.
But like
I
everyone
play.
wants it to be faster. I don't know if I'd want now like not having the option of showing me where to go.
Mm,
What isn't there a game that just released where there that was the whole thing that they like? Yeah, we're not going to show you where things were directly. Sworn. Oh, I think yeah, Nightingale was like that actually.
oh, okay. I think
Yeah,
it's
they
part of the
didn't show
reason I
you.
like Breath of the Wild so much because it was kind of the same thing.
Mhm.
There wasn't really an option. There was like,
Yeah.
here's 4 points on the map that you have to visit eventually. But we're not going to tell you how to get there.
Mhm.
But you had to go northwest, and then everything was climb up a tower, use your binoculars, mark the points,
Mhm.
and then you could go find them. So
Mhm.
it's still a little bit like marks on a map, but at least you're using in-game mechanics to find those places
Mhm.
to mark them, and then you go to them and you discover what's there, rather than just walking up to somebody and then being like, "Go here, do quest." It's yeah. I really like the old design much better.
Yeah, no line on the road. Like if I could see it in the distance, but also with Breath of the Wild, like the things they're marking are massive towers. Like you could see them from so far away.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
for
like, oh, okay, that's clearly the thing I have to go to.
sure.
You had that with what was that, Assassin's Creed 4? I knew Istanbul like the back of my hand.
Oh,
Ancient Istanbul.
okay. So somebody just DM me an article. Sorry, we're gonna get back on topic here. Somebody DM me an article from um July 27th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Is which when they announced that uh there would be a reprised raid on September 1st. So it was just over a month before the raid dropped that they announced that there would be one, and they didn't even tell us it was Crota's End yet.
Hadn't it already been data mined that it was coming though as well?
Oh, potentially. But this is when the article dropped. That's all. So that's all I'm reading.
I'm
So
saying,
it'll
like,
only
why else have a whole artifact perk set on just Whisper?
well, this would be gone by the time we get to Act 3 anyway.
Hmm.
Yes.
So
That is
that
true.
actually doesn't make any sense. Anyway, my point is 1 month. Yeah, they sent me the twid that the article was written based on. So let's see what it actually says. It's almost time another raid experience just around the corner coming up season 22. We're reprising another raid for you to relive. That's it. It says it's going live September 1st. We're not telling you what it is. The contest mode will be enabled for 48 hours.
Mm.
It's all right here. July 27th, 2023. Oh, it's written by Hippie. Let's go. Is there any cat photos? There is. Oh wait, that's a dog. Well, it was a dog, not a cat. Dogs are cute too. That's a cat. Let's go, kitty cat. Here's the dog for anybody that wanted to see it.
Very cute.
Yes. All right, that was perfect. Thank you. Thanks for sending that, Matt H. Legend. You're a legend.
You guys talk about having games that came with booklets that had the map. That was your map. Going way back. You're muted.
Oh shit. How long? Oh, I just coughed. Okay, that's when I did it. All right. So, I don't mind. I never mind opening the physical map in game. Like that didn't bother me. It was the waypoints and like the lines that it would draw on the roads that I was supposed to take, or the arrows that it would do. It depends on how the game does it. Sometimes the game just does a thing where if you like click the right stick, if you're using a controller, like it'll just shoot out a line that you follow. Anything like that. And it's in every game nowadays. But I really think if you have the time to experience a well-made game without utilizing that mechanic, it increases its enjoyability by like 1 billion. Like that's my opinion. It's hard to force yourself to do it, but I said I was doing it for that, and I did it for that. And I swear to God, I can tell you what's under every rock, like near Valentine in that game. Like anywhere you want to go, any animal you want to find, like I know it all, and I like it. I know where every building is. Like you just learn it over time after needing to go place over and over and over and over again, and then you actually have to listen to the story, and they tell you where you need to go. That's how I like that. They're telling you where you need to go. You need to go to the fucking waterfall under the cavern by the gorge to the west. Like, and then you're like, okay, so I'm gonna go west and I'm gonna try to find that. And it was just so much more rewarding. I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know what got us into that.
It's like, I was thinking another example. Sea of Thieves just gives you like pictures, and then you have to find an island that looks like that.
That's cool. That's cool. There was a reason that I brought that up. I just can't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't know. There was a reason.
So anyway,
anyways,
there's another thing that's been going around a little bit, and that's people begging Bungie for the 2019 Solstice armor again, following the reveal of the new armor sets for Solstice coming up.
Right. You should probably talk about those too.
I like the Titan one.
I think that'll look good, personally.
Yeah.
So what do they want? Why do they want to bring back the 2019 stuff? Don't we have
Give us
what's it called? When you use your little tokens to make your armor visible on any character.
The 2019 armor has not been available since it first came out.
Yeah,
all the other sets have been made available through Eververse again, but this set has not. And listen,
I just meant transmog. Can you just
that
if you
armor.
have
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you have
Wait,
it.
Doesn't everybody have it?
No, not everybody has all 3 sets, especially. Do you happen to remember how incredibly grindy it was to get those 3 sets? That wasn't in the days when you unlocked the glows by going to Eververse. That was in the days where you had to collect like 5,000 orbs of the right color in order to get them all in a short period of time. I did all 3 armor sets for all elements in one weekend. It was crazy.
Sounds like it was easy.
It was not easy.
If you
I did
could
not
do all
sleep that
3
weekend.
sets in 2 days,
I did it in
then
3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
But
Yeah.
we get okay. My point is, you're saying you
lot.
did it in 3 days. You have 3 weeks to do Solstice. It doesn't matter if you didn't
I
sleep.
probably
it's
played
not that
16
hard.
hours a day each of those days.
Okay, so what's that equal? 48?
Yeah.
48
something like
hours?
that. Yeah.
2 days, guys. 2 days. Do it in 2 days, no problem. You should all
Anyway,
have it. You should all have it.
People want that
You should
armor
all
back
have it,
because
losers.
The hunter
it-
armor was I had the
it
hunter one.
arguably is the best Solstice armor that's ever been released.
Yeah, it does look good. I'm looking at it now.
I don't know. Okay, I'm curious.
It's
Do I have
with
it?
with the feathers, with the elemental
Yeah.
feathers all over it.
Mhm.
Yeah, then I have that. Of course I do. 29 Solstice armor. Yeah. I've got all this shit.
Yeah, everyone has it.
Yeah, everybody that's good at the game has it. So fucking losers. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So people want that back, eh? They don't like this stuff or what?
No, this stuff is good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty neat looking. I like the rocket boots on the Titan. Those are cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm loving too.
I guess everybody's got them, but the boots, the rockets actually going upwards make the most sense on Titans. I guess they're kind of angled. I like it. The fucking
Oh,
You got them on your heels. You got
Yeah.
Heelys as the hunter.
But if there was a rocket booster on the back of my heel, all it would do is make me do this. And kick myself in the head as I fell on my ass.
I mean, that seems appropriate for the window-looking class.
Would be a pretty sweet finisher if they had like cosmetic specific rocket.
Isn't a
boots.
Titan a window licker?
No, they eat crayons.
Yeah, but hunters aren't stupid. Window lickers
They absolutely are.
No, they're not.
Mhm.
I'm
Too
a
much
hunter.
Windex in their diet.
Yeah.
Tastes like
Okay. What are you?
snozzberries.
What am I?
What do you consider yourself a main?
I'm
A
not
warlock?
a main
Ugh.
of anything anymore. I used to be a Titan main, but I stopped being a main a long time ago. What I play in the season is wholly dependent on what the artifact mods are like that season.
You're boring.
I play what's fun each season.
There's no such thing. Destiny is not fun.
True.
Not for a long time. I do like this armor set though. It's got like this like explorer but like astrological feel to it, and I'm down for it.
We're dropping it on the Twitch or the video stream right now. It's pretty cool. This is the hunter. I like how they actually show the helmet without the cape on it, which is pretty neat. Even though it looks like shit. But that's what it would look like if you were to use one of the capes that don't have a hood.
I mean, it seems like it's appropriate. Look how weak that chin is on that hunter.
No, but
If he hits his head, he falls unconscious immediately.
You're right, but look at this right here. Like this looks like a gimp mask. Like the top part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're gonna put a cowboy hat on that, so.
I mean, you see that tube right there? See that tube going down his back? You see the tube going down his back? He's clearly smelling his own farts.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. Let's off to the warlock. I hate this back piece. I think it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't know. It looks fine from the front, but it looks fucking stupid back here.
But also,
Why?
like the one with the pants, it looks like he's giving himself a wedgie.
What do you say? Why?
It fully depends on how it ends up shading, honestly. And you're never going to be able to see the back of his pants anyway, because he's a warlock. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any chest piece that isn't going to cover that. That's why warlocks' pants are always so fucking boring. They don't bother putting anything at the top of the pants because you can't ever see that shit.
Why would you even bother texturing it? It should just be like that default like line texture, the like whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
His robe doesn't load in, and you can just see right through his ass because they didn't even bother putting any modeling there at all.
Yeah, that'd be funny. And
I like the boots,
this is what they look like with no rope on. Right? The upper bit and their upper bit's not even attached to their legs. Anyway,
yeah, weird.
Let's move on to the Titan. I think everything on this Titan looks really good.
Yep,
Like I don't have
agreed.
much complaints. Yeah, no, it looks good.
I do think they need to come up with, and I know this has come up like in forums, I've seen this before, but like Titans getting like capes, like shacks, like just for their class item. Crow's got that like, I don't know, shawl. I don't know what it is that he's wearing now. And then Warlocks can get something else than just a small little armband. I feel like they could change it up with the cosmetics with the class item a little bit more.
Yeah,
Also,
Titans can already get all of
Titan with a
Shax's armor.
cape.
I think you
Titan
should
with a
just be
cape.
able to get a skin and dress a Titan up as an anime goth girl. Remember? Let's do it.
That'll be the
Man,
last.
fuck. Wrecked
season.
hates that opinion so damn much. He will quit the game literally the first time he sees fucking some Fortnite creation.
If they
in front of him.
introduce skins that have a different art style than the game does, yeah, I'm out. I'm done. Immersion ruined.
There's no immersion in Destiny. You do
That
the
is
same
not
thing
true.
over and over again. How are you immersed?
That is not true.
It
There
Plus,
is
you're
is
doing it with the
immersion
virtual
in
keyboard, so
Destiny.
you're not even going to see it.
Only when I'm
Exactly.
asleep. Allegedly.
All right. Okay, let's move on. All right. If anybody plays Rec Room, you can now buy Bungie stuff.
You're just gonna skip over Havoc hardware
well,
coming to Crucible
no.
Labs?
Fuck Crucible.
It's mayhem, except heavy ammo mayhem.
I didn't even read it. All right. What do you mean heavy ammo mayhem? That's what mayhem is. There's heavy ammo everywhere.
Havoc hardware is gonna be no abilities, but
Oh.
heavy and special ammo is spawning like every second.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Sounds boring.
It does.
Sounds like a lot of rockets.
It will be a lot of rockets and grenade launchers. Yes.
It'd be funny to have a full group and everyone in there is just running Wardcliff Coil, and you're just seeing.
Oh my god. That would be awesome. Yeah, let's do that.
Or what's the one from Tanix? Eyes of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eyes of Tomorrow. That shoots a bunch. Just seeing rockets all over the place, and then Destiny crashes.
Yeah. Does Eyes of Tomorrow like proc with Gallahorn?
No.
Oh.
Gallahorn does not spawn Wolfpack rounds or any exotic rocket.
Every one of those it spawns more.
Yeah, five Eyes of Tomorrow and a Gallahorn, but that's boring. All right.
All right. So what is Rec Room? I'm not even familiar with what it is. It looks
I don't know.
It looks like a Roblox thing. And if any of my adult friends are getting excited to go play this, based on how it looks and who I suspect the target audience is, I really have to question what communities they're trying to get themselves insinuated with.
All right, hold on.
Allowing fans to visit the tower.
Rec Room is a free and cross plays on everything. It's a social app. You play like a video game. Oh, so it's like what's that VR talking game?
It sounds like something Chris Hansen would run a sting operation in. That's what it sounds like to me.
Rec Room is the best place to build and play games together, partying up with friends from all around the world, chat, hang out, and explore millions of player-created rooms or build something new and amazing. Yeah, what is that thing that everybody streamed for a while? That was VR. They were playing poker, dancing, stripping, like cat girls. Yeah, it's VR chat. So it sounds like a better version of VR chat to me. That's what I'm looking at right here. Because VR chat had a bunch of different games and rooms and stuff, things you could do inside of it, right? So this is.
I wouldn't know because I heard the horror stories about VR chat before any inkling of ever wanting to try it came out, and I was like,
I never went in it, but I just saw it on TikTok and stuff.
It sounds scary.
People to be creepy.
My son played it a little bit, but I told him to get out of there when.
You're a good father.
Yeah.
You're a good father.
I told him he couldn't be in there. Yeah, it wasn't good. Wasn't good. All right. Anyway, so yeah, it's just some game now. You can buy fucking skins. Okay, we're gonna skip over the Bungie Day stuff because we talked about it at the beginning of the stream. If you want to donate, remember there is a link down below to Tiltify. Is there anything else good here? I mean, I was about to say something when you got the rec room shit. Yeah, never mind. All right.
There was a little bit of drama about this art for the Echoes AOTW community entries. Turns out, so there's one that was on here but has been removed because the person who submitted it absolutely plagiarized it off somebody else's art and got called out for it on Twitter.
Damn.
Today, I think even. Then they literally copied it exactly, just with a slightly different style and submitted it as their own. Yep.
Well, where is it? I want to see it.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's look at it since we're here. Anyway, I'll bring it up on stream. So there's a really nice like wooden thing with a saint and Osiris and a butterfly or a moth. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is pretty cool. Somebody taking the and it's in different places of the world. That's even neat. That's neater. Okay, so different people drew echoes in the sand on different beaches across the world. Sent a photo in. Same thing. Are they allowed to take pictures in China? I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's a Chinese flag, to be honest. What is that flag?
It's not North Korea.
You ever see all that Hong Kong shit? They weren't allowed to do a damn thing. But what is that? What is this map? Does anyone know?
That flag is
The moon with the star. I feel like that's not China.
Turkey.
China. Okay, it's Turkey. All right, I was gonna say that looks Chinese flag is different. I can't remember what it is though. For the life of me. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Red, but with the stars in the top left.
Okay.
I can't find it now, and I don't remember if it was the Destiny of the Game account or the Destiny 2 team account that responded to it. But somebody basically took a piece that could have been like a Saint and Osiris like playing card where it was Saint on the top and Osiris on the bottom, and they broke it into two different art pieces, but it was the same two images.
Nice. Okay. There's more art here. It's like a pop-up box art, which is crazy.
That's creative.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. Is this just like plastic cut out and then there's like lights inside of it? Very neat.
Oh, okay. It's like I don't know if you ever did this in school, but you'd have like kind of like cardboard, or you get like cards and you cut out like all the outside, and then you do like glue, and then you put another one on top that you cut out as well. And you build like a 3D picture.
Oh, I never did that. I'm too old. All we did was draw. We weren't creative.
Yeah, it's just like a 3D. Yeah, it's just a 3D.
That's pretty neat. But okay, all right, that's cool. All right, there's nothing else in here. I think we talked about all the cool shit that happened in Destiny this week. We're about to hit. Actually, I don't know. We've got a good amount of time. We're doing good on time. So, is there anything else? Anyone know what to talk about? Anything happened this week? Iron Banner, let's go! Woo! I heard it sucks this week.
Yeah, Tribute is terrible. Like, actually terrible. Don't play that dog shit game mode.
But I have to finish my guild. What do I do?
I just sent you the tweet, by the way. I found it. That's the stolen art. So this is what I want you to do. All right. I want to see a slash cut of your face where you are looking at the launch screen to play Tribute, and then a slash cut of like a toaster, and then a slash cut of a bathtub, and then make your decision about what is a better choice. Right? Mm-hmm.
I was looking at the photo. What?
I was just suggesting that taking a bath with your toaster might be a more enjoyable experience
Oh,
than playing
that's where
trivia.
you were going with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Act.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up just because I want to show people. Okay, so this guy on the left here submitted this. This is a picture of it on the Bungie website in the TWID, and as you can see, it's Saint and Osiris. They're flipped over here, and then this is a tweet of the guy that put it out in 2021. You know, I can't read Asian, but I can guess that this was October 7th, 2021, which is a long time ago. All right. And these are identical in almost every way. The shading is a little bit different, but really, in reality, that's it. Like this person's clearly knows how to draw and color, but they legit just copied the design over everything, right down to the T, like everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. They call them out. I have to protect my work, and then they brought it up right away. So I think that's cool for them to respond to that. It's not always easy. And what they said is, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We've taken action and updated the TWID. We're a big fan of your art and would love to feature your images of Cyrus and Saint in our final batch of winning entries in the next week's TWID. That's very cool. The original art. So congratulations to them. Good job.
There is one other thing I guess we could talk about that happened just today.
It better be awesome.
So Jason Schreier released an article, all right, today. And he is interviewing Don McGowan, who used to be general counsel for Bungie. And the part the part of this discussion that is making the rounds right now is Don was very much involved in Bungie's reaction to the Ekugen situation, the leaks. And so they kind of he showed you, he told you, he gave you a little peek behind the curtain about what they did and how they went about making their decision, and you know why they decided to deal with it as they did. And EK spent all afternoon basically saying his response was, "Not me. This guy's racist."
What?
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see here. Where is it? Where does he say it?
But like what's like what? I don't. Where's the precedent for that? Like he's just
what's his at on Twitter again? Like how do you spell it?
EKUEGAN.
EKUEGAN.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's got Bartholomew Kuma as his picture.
Yeah, he started the same back and forth as before, but the first time I got it was a quote where he just basically says, "This guy's wrong. This guy's just making shit up because he's racist. This lawyer is racist. That's why I didn't do anything wrong." Anyway, I really enjoy this particular interaction. I always have, ever since it first happened and he started spinning about it. He keeps saying, why didn't they sue me? And I keep wanting to respond to him. If they're slandering you, if they're committing libel, it's in writing now. Why don't you sue them back? Smart guy. Come on. Put your fucking money where your mouth is, you dumb bitch.
That's what they...
I'm angling to try to get blocked by Eek again because,
Okay.
I kept quiet because of this racist ass lawyer. I used to sip gift the day he got fired, but knowing how he gets to go around lying. Oh, fuck you. This guy really gonna die on this hill, isn't he?
He is, yeah. It's
live right
weird
now,
because he was such a positive streamer at the time that it happened, but he turned into kind of a bitch afterwards. I mean, listen, I'd be salty too if, the main part of my career evaporated overnight, but he also makes excuses that his shit got hacked and that's what happened and it got leaked. I'm like, come on, bro. It got leaked because you were sharing it with your friends. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, this is getting reading through this is getting spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys reading is dead air. We gotta talk about it,
All
or we
right,
gotta move
all right,
on.
all right. Well, I
I
gotta
don't know if we
learn.
want to bring this
No,
up.
he
Yeah.
just sounds like a little bitch to me. I don't know. Where's your actual proof? We don't need proof. You're stupid. There's my proof.
I don't want to read through all of this, so
Yeah, I'm done.
It's
I'm
okay
done,
because the lawyer's racist, and that's why he was wrong.
Yeah, that's why he was that. There's no what. I never even looked at a photo. Is he black or a different race?
Yeah, he's black.
He's black. Okay.
Yeah, he's streaming right now. You can see it on the
EK is
yeah,
black.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay, so I was just curious. Surely there was other black creators at the summit. Why would they target him specifically?
But yeah, because he leaked some shit he shouldn't have been leaking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's got nothing about racism, man. What the fuck?
It's got everything about being a scumbag and breaking an NDA. Dumbass.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, Christ.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's move on. Or let's end. All right, here we go. I think we are finished. Anything you want to plug there, Rectorino?
Clan Wars next month. I'll be doing some very super exciting streaming about getting ready for tracking the points on Sunday morning on my own Twitch channel, Mister_Wrecked. Feel free to stop by. It'll be in the morning sometime. I don't know exactly when. If you go and follow me, you'll get a notification though. And then if you're up, you can come hang out.
You want to talk about anything? Personal or gamer? I'm talking to you. Yeah.
No, talking to me.
Yeah, you got anything you want to plug? That's what we call it, plug.
Got anything I want to plug?
Other than
no,
Break?
not that we haven't plugged over. Yeah. Other than Brig. Oh, Brig's wonderful, and he's back. We love having him back. I have to just say that because I'm pretty sure he's in chat right now.
Now he can carry the boats. And the logs.
And the logs.
No,
nothing I got to plug outside of make sure we're donating to these sick kids.
Right. Okay, we'll talk about that one more time. Yeah, essentially, Bungie Foundation doing Bungie Day thing. It's for 3 weeks. I know that's not one day, so Bungie Day doesn't make more sense. But you get emblems, ghost shells, shaders, more emblems. Potentially win the really cool 1 foot high Cade bust. Bunch of shit on there. Check it out. We're gonna have a donation link in the description. Awesome stuff. It goes to the Bungie Foundation, which goes to the Little Lights. They do a bunch of stuff, but I know one of the main things they do is just buy entertainment for kids that are stuck in hospitals. So it's not for research. It's for entertainment purposes for these kids that are already in the hospital for whatever reason. So, if you're curious where it's going to, I think there's some other stuff that it goes towards, but my main focus is on the Little Lights program. So, yeah. Woo. So I agree with I agree with Gamer. Go get some cool stuff. Donate to the cause. If you already got all the stuff, you're more than welcome to still donate. Remember, you don't need to get something in return. But, however, if you do have all the emblems and stuff and you still want to donate, you might as well. There's a couple loyalty points things on there. You might as well grab them if you're going to donate anyway. Get yourself a little boost. All right.
Also some cool stuff on that Extra Life campaign that you can still get.
Yeah, I'm not going to promote 2 charities on the same stream. We'll get back to Extra Life closer to November. All right. But that is a cool hoodie. You can buy one of them if you really want to and you don't want to support Bungie. All right. There you go. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, you're beautiful humans. So Okay. Only thing I want to talk about, obviously, was that. And if you somehow stumbled onto this podcast and you're still watching, you're literally insane. I just want you to know that. But we have a huge Destiny community with over 25 clans all across the world, different time zones, different places, lots of LFG, lots of voice chat going on. You should check us out. shroudedgaming.com/Discord. We'll get you right into our Discord. You can also check out that website if you want. This fucking cough keeps interrupting me. Shroudedgaming.com's got a bunch of stuff about what we're doing when we're doing on a daily basis. Some articles on our player of the week. It has our extra life donation links, a bunch of stuff. You can check it out. Feel free. Hop into our Discord, look around, and if you want to join a clan, someone just ask for help. Someone will help you get into a clan. It's that easy. It's that awesome, and it's that simple. Don't bring any drama with you. We've got enough. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching episode 70 of This Week at Shrouded. Thank you so much for being here. I'm AGreener. This is Mister Wrecked and the All Gamer. Thanks for being here, guys. And we're out.
Bye.